Hi, my name is Matthew Pejkovic from Matt's Movie Reviews, and this is my review of The Exorcist 3. Director and writer William Peter Blatty is mostly known as the author of The Exorcist, which he adapted to the big screen. The Exorcist 3, which Blatty directs and is also based on his novel Legion, in many ways should be viewed as a direct sequel to the 1973 horror classic, and a damn good one too. The Exorcist 3 stars George C. Scott as Detective Kinderman, a high-strung cop investigating the re-emergence of diabolical serial killer, the Gemini Killer, played by Brad Dourif. The only catch is the Gemini Killer was executed 15 years ago. The investigation leads Kinderman to a mental asylum, where he finds the demonic spirit of the Gemini Killer in possession of the body of Father Damien Karras, played by Jason Miller, the very same Catholic priest who saved a young girl from demonic possession 17 years prior. The Exorcist 3 contains a heavy air-reaching themes of faith, madness, death, and the permissive attitude of a God who allows evil to pollute his paradise. Blatty, one of the great Catholic fiction writers, gives these themes the credence and weight they deserve, underlying The Exorcist 3 as a film in which a spiritual battle is fought, with society's most vulnerable used as pieces in a game of chess, rich in theology and sheer terror. Blatty keeps his viewers on their toes throughout the majority of the film's 110-minute runtime, with a unique rhythm to the editing and framing of the shots. One sequence in which a nurse on ward duty meets her end at the hands of a red-cloaked killer still remains the best example of how to create an effective jump scare that is terrifying in its horror and impressive in its craft. The performances by all are terrific. George C. Scott is a tense-filled time bomb of stress and disgust at a world that he views as fallen beyond grace. Brad Dourif complements with a gloriously over-the-top spectacle of ferocious evil gloating over his resurrection of terror. Blatty's dialogue, rich in depth and wit, makes this supernatural detective story pop with energy. A visual effects-heavy third act, added at the insistence of the studio, doesn't match the strong work laid beforehand, but neither does it blemish the overall impact of what is perhaps the most underrated of horror movies.
Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content.